Hello everyone, I am Elif Köse and this is Confidence Leads to Success. I have got Carmen Sanchez here. She's all the way from Australia and I got the pleasure to meet her almost a year ago and we have done some projects together already. But I have the honor to have her as one of my speakers for this series. Carmen is a fun-loving, generous, and so passionate about helping women to live their best lives. And she's actually an author and she's an international speaker. And what she specializes is helping women with their emotional restoration journey. I'm not going to talk about what I mean by that because I'd love Carmen to share that with us. Hi, Carmen, welcome.
Thank you so much for such a beautiful introduction. Yes, and I'm so honored to be here with you. And I want to honor you, but just wearing one of your creations that I love. And
I love it. It looks so good on you.
Yes, thank you. And thank you. Yes, I am passionate about helping women. It is in my heart. And I'm passionate because I didn't read it in a book about suffering when women go through what they call it, hit rock bottom. And it's my experience. I've been helping women for more than 20 years with counseling, with life coaching. So I have had a lot of pain because it's a lot of pain, and especially now. But what I realized is no matter what sort of problem you have, every woman has something in common when they're going through situations. You know, life throws us different kind of problems and pain, and we go through. But when you walk through those problems, the one common thing that we have is we ended up emotional depleted. And we have to learn that until you fix your emotion, you cannot solve your problems. Because your mind, your emotions are in chaos. And then sometimes we have to settle, and sometimes we have to start over again.
I love that.
Yes, and let me tell you, everybody can start over again. And sometimes in life, you have to start many times. You know, sometimes women think and people think you start over only when you have a catastrophe in life. But sometimes you go through a period of life that you feel stuck. That maybe you are successful in one area, but you feel stuck. You're not happy anymore in that place.
Of course. I mean, I've never met any woman who hasn't had adversity in their life. I haven't seen anyone who hasn't had problems in their life. But if you choose to live in the misery of those problems and control those negative feelings, that's a choice. But I like that how you're passionate about helping those women to get out of that emotion, because there is a way to fix. And Carmen, you are so good at helping women to do that. Yes. Tell us how, I know it could be a long interview if you end up telling us everything, but if there was one thing our listeners could do now if they're in difficulties, what would be that one thing they can do to at least release that stress of their heart?
Yes, make a decision. I need to be healed. I need help. Sometimes we need to recognize that we need help. And sometimes the help can be in different formats. Sometimes it can be in a form of seek some coaching and talk to someone. Sometimes can be a book. Sometimes can be something that you can listen, something positive, because depends how you're feeling, how disastrous you see everything. Sometimes people with a little problem, they get so drowned in the problem, they see nothing. Sometimes people with huge problem, but yet they sit there and they say, I can't keep going. I can't keep going like this. And that's my case, because I was helping women like you, like me, And suddenly life hit me so hard. I was living my happy life, and life sometimes hits you so hard that doesn't announce, hey, you're going to have a problem. No, they hit you to a point the same time you feel, this is it. I don't even know how I'm going to get up. And I knew how to help the women, but this time was me. And I really hit rock bottom, but was one day that I was so depressed. And, and many women get like the point that I got depressed. And I was in the couch and I realized I cannot live like this. I hope someone is hearing this. If you are in the point of lying there, not want to get up, you don't want to put a little bit of makeup, change your clothes, have a shower, please listen this little bit to me. I was there. So what I'm sharing is not because it's fluff or theory. I have lived this, and I have seen women that I live it. And that's why I created the course with life experience. And I was lying there, but something inside of me say, this is not the way I wanted to live. And
it's almost like you're noticing your own feelings of what you want and what you don't want in life, and having that clarity, whatever you're going through. It's just like, for instance, if you're working in an office in a corporate world and every day you're dreading to get out the house, or let's say you are in a marriage that you feel that it's not working out, and you're feeling every day it's dimming your light more and more, and you're about to go into darkness. If you can just notice that, it's that power of clarity of knowing what you want and what you don't want.
Absolutely. And I feel, looking back, I say I was blessed that I realized that. And I got up so quickly out of the couch. I was so angry with God, because I say, how could this happen to me? But we live in a world that anything can happen. And I remember with my finger like that, I was walking in my lunchroom saying, how on earth am I going to get rid of this pain? And I remember I hear like a soft voice, find something to be grateful. Imagine, in the middle of feeling so down, you don't see nothing good to be grateful. I remember I say, is this a joke? I don't see nothing. Took me 2 days to find something to be grateful. And what I found is, if you're alive, you still have hope. So I encourage to whoever is listening today, it is hope. And there's the hope.
I love that. If you're alive, you still have hope. I love it.
Yes. I think that was the hook that God threw to me. Carmen, you're alive, you have hope. I made the decision. Sometimes we think that just to get better is going to take forever. But from the moment that you make a decision, you begin the process. And what you say is so important. You have to know why you want to get better, why you want to get out of that rock bottom position. From there, you have to stand up. I just want to feel better. I just want to be happy. I just want a different life. Whatever it is important, because it's your life. And it's important. What I found in what happened.
You matter as a person. You matter to the world, to your family, your friends, your society. I think if you don't value yourself, how do you expect others to value who you are?
You took away what I was saying next.
Well, you can see I'm a good student.
But I'm see, that's the beauty, yes. Because how could you help others if you don't love yourself? That's what God showed me. I was a loving person for everybody else, a helper for everybody, but I was last in the list of the importance. But see, I want to encourage whoever's going to listen to this, you learn to love yourself first. Not in a negative way, not in a selfish way, in a giving way. Give to yourself first. Take care of yourself, love yourself. Will take steps, took me steps, but I'm here to say that I love myself. I'm so grateful for who I am today. I'm so grateful how to overcome. But I want to say, you have to know why. That is so important. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes to go. Like, I know your story. You have a phenomenal story. You knew what you want and you took steps. So it takes time, it takes work, but one step at a time. One step at a time. Yes.
It's so good, because I know there is a big race out there, and a lot of people feel intimidated by other people's supposed to be happy and successful life. But sometimes what we see on the screen is never the same. I remember a couple of weeks ago, I shared a photograph of me. I look absolutely glamorous with my hat, with my full makeup. I was at a photo shoot and nobody knew I looked so good, and I had so many compliments, but nobody knew that day was one of my worst days, because I was just going through divorce. I was so unhappy, and nobody knew that, because when you look at that photograph, you have no idea. You see all these couples looking all lovey-jubbly and looking very happy, sharing their life. And then next thing you hear, they're going through divorce, magnificent divorce. So don't compare yourself with others, and go on your own pace and take your steps. Like you're saying, Carmen, be the focus on the step you are, and take it as long. If your one takes longer, fine. Some of us take the stairs, some of us take the lift.
That's right. I love that example, because it's like that. We all have different timing. I remember I always was the kind of person that if I got a problem, I wanted to solve it. I cannot live with carrying those baggage in my back. And I remember having my conversation with God. I said, give me 6 months and I will create a course to help other women. Because even if I was counseling and everything, when I went through myself in something so dark, it's like I have a new meaning for me. I understood different this time, how much you suffer, how hard it is to get over the top of your problem. So this time, I become so determined to help women. That's what I created the course, and the course has helped in so many women. And I'm so proud. I'm so proud that I never give up. Not that sometimes I didn't want to give up, because those things come to your mind. But I did what I have to do. I did the work.
I love that your passion to help women to get out of that emotional trap in their life, whatever that is, and how you unstuck and fix their broken heart. I'm sure with a nice smile as well. You have got such a special touch with people. Like I said, I have had real pleasure to work with you in a couple of other projects, and you have always been such a joy to be in someone's company. So I really love that you are guiding women with their own self-love, and you're helping them value themselves. And I just think this is just so special way of working. But I just want to ask one question. So what are the most important changes that you have to experience to create this healthy emotional lifestyle that makes you so passionate to help others?
First of all, I needed to be honest with myself and really dig deep inside what's going on. Ask that question, what's going on? Because I realized that I was messed up inside. And I beginning to realize that what I see as a problem in front of me was one problem. But then other things that I didn't solve begin to appear and come to the front. And unless you solve every problem, you carrying, I call it the ghost. It's like a ghost in your life. And you say, I'm not going to think about it. I don't want to talk about it. but you keep walking in life. And then the ghost appears when you least expect it and ruin another part of your life. So get rid of the ghost. The ghost can be scenes from the past that you haven't solved. The ghost can be people around you that you're not supposed to have, toxic people, that they don't do good to you. They only take away from you, but give you nothing. They drain you. They deplete you. And sometimes those people can be friends, family, and people that you say, I have for a season, have to say to someone person that I love, I have to say, I didn't say to the person, but I have to take distance because the person was very toxic, but I didn't see it. Because when you easy love people, you oversee things, and always you expect the next conversation is going to be better, the next time. But listen, remember what we're talking about, love ourselves? That is part of self-love. So that's so important to clean your environment. Get rid of all the clutter that we have. Sometimes we can even move.
I love that. Do you know, I always use these metaphor, like when you have in your garden, we always do gardening. We weed out for your garden to flourish, all the flowers to come out and all the trees, you trim them, and the next year it comes out better. So life is just like that. Weed out, cut some of the branches out if there's, you know, some trees have got disease on the branches. If you don't cut it, the disease spreads out to the whole tree, and then suddenly this huge 20-30-year-old tree just collapses. So it's just like that, just cut it away.
Yeah. But when you decide to start over in life, it's like that. In the introduction, that's what I talk about it. You have to be like the farmer. The farmer, before he plant the seed, he take the weed, take the stone.
I love it. It's so easy.
Exactly. Clear up my room. And then you can start working. And you need to make a plan. Even if you change as you go, you change the plan, but you have to have a plan. Yes, because
Carmen, you are just so amazing. I love that do you know, everyone needs a guidance and like a partner to keep them accountable, keep them going and help you push you to the next level, and so you're not really drowning in that darkness and living your past life and allowing to define your future. And having people like yourself is such blessing for us. I just, you know, my passion about women empowerment and my passion about helping women to find the leader within them, and this is one of the process that it would really help them find it. My last question, because I ask this to everyone, as my interview series is all about confidence, what does confidence mean to you?
Oh, very good question. Because I'm very outgoing person, and everybody always thought that I was so confident, but I was not. I was a go-getter and I have boldness, but no confidence. And because my confidence, like my hair was very curly. All my friends, they have that beautiful straight hair, they go like that. And as a young girl, I was not able to do that. My hair was so curly and an afro, and I suffered. It wasn't until I was 50 to accept the beauty is not like anybody else. My beauty was unique to me. And I begin to look at myself with different eyes. And I begin to appreciate what I have. You need to go and I needed to learn to appreciate. I begin to look myself and I say, what can I do better? I like this, and I begin to enhance my life, but I accept the core. This core of my life I you know, even God says he created everything beautiful, includes me. So I learned to love and appreciate myself. Maybe
Love
I
it.
don't have my hair, excuse me, like anybody else, but
Thank
it's
you.
unique to me, and I honestly love myself and think I am beautiful. I dress beautiful in the best way that I know, and that's what I'm learning from you, because you, oh, I love it. I
Thank
love it.
you.
Combinations, you know, we all can learn to be confident if you are no. But for me, confidence has few parts. It's not just one thing. And because then the confidence is from inside, comes from inside out. You cannot put confidence inside. It's inside here, no confidence here.
I love it.
You flow confidence.
Love
You
it.
flow love for yourself.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Carmen. It has been an absolute pleasure to have you with us, and I will share all your details on the interview notes. The listeners can just come and reach out to you if they need help, and we'll follow you all on social media. Thank you so much for being in my life.
I say the same. Thank you for being in my life and seeing the destiny brought us together. And I know we will do things together in the future because, yes, we both think alike and we are so passionate to help women. And you help women in a place, sometimes with simplicity, you can change a person with a dress, with something, and will help in the confidence as well. So thank you for inviting me. It has been a pleasure.
Thank you.
We will talk again.
Thank you. Take care. Have a lovely day.